Well, hello there, Sagittarius, and it's so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your weekly tarot reading. This is good for the week of February 27th through March 5th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. So let's start off with your animal spirit card. Let's see what we have here. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this energy. Okay, I feel like, we're getting close to spring in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's, a little bit of that energy of spring cleaning. But, look at all the green here, right? And the green is your heart chakra. I feel like it's almost like clearing out the clutter in your heart, okay? It's kind of like going back in. Okay, so Sag, this is not in a bad way at all. Okay, so I feel as if there is this energy where you have ascended. You may have some dreams and goals and aspirations that are in your heart, okay, that really aren't in alignment with the new you, okay? So it's kind of like, say your closet, okay, has lots of clothes in it, but maybe you have, completely changed your style or taken a new job that, requires different clothing than the job that you had previously. Or perhaps, you've been working out and you've lost some weight, right? So you go into your closet and the clothes don't fit the new Sagittarius, right? It's that same type of energy, as if you may be still holding on to some hopes or dreams or goals, but they no longer fit the new you. And so it's kind of like going into your closet and clearing out those clothes that don't fit the new Sagittarius. It's about going in and cleaning out the dreams, the goals, the aspirations that no longer fit the new Sagittarius. A really interesting energy. Yeah, narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. So I feel like the reason that you may not have any new options coming in is because your heart or your closet, it's just like when you go shopping. If you go shopping and you buy a bunch of new clothes and then you come home and your closet is already full, right? You have to take out some clothes in order to put the new clothes in. Well, it's the same thing. You may feel like you don't have any new options coming in at this time. But the reason is because your heart, I really feel like your heart has some goals, some aspirations, some desires that you have outgrown. It's about recognizing that and saying, okay, I have to reflect on what it is that I want for myself in the future, because you have done a lot of work. You internally have changed quite a bit. It's kind of like, think about it. Like when you're in middle school, or high school, you have certain goals and aspirations. But, when you're 30 or 40 or 50, you do not have those goals and aspirations anymore, right? Back then it could have been you just wanted to be able to go out with your friends on the weekend. Now there's other things that are more important to you. Not spending time with your friends, is it? But you have bigger, loftier goals. I think that's it. It's about having the sense of loftier goals at this time. Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. You have something faded. It's about mending. It's about mending your own sense of what your goals and aspirations are. Okay, so you see there's, two angels here. But I feel like both of these are you, Sag. Okay, it's almost as if you are trying to appease the old Sagittarius, okay, and the new Sagittarius at the same time. But the closet is too full. Your heart is too full. You can't possibly do all of this. It's about recognizing that you've outgrown some things that you were very important to you in the past are no longer important. And it's getting really truthful with yourself, opening your heart. You see how the heart is open there? It's about getting really truthful with yourself. recognizing, I found this list a couple of days. I was cleaning some things out. I found this list of things that I wanted to accomplish by a certain age, and I have not yet reached that age, but I was reading the list and I realized that's not really that important to me anymore. It's kind of that energy of recognizing you're a different person. The world's a different place. It's kind of like, yeah, okay, so why am I still working towards a goal or have putting any time or energy or effort or thought into acquiring something, manifesting something that no longer is really what I want. Wow, this is beautiful. Yes. So we have the goddess of the moon and door to romance. For some of you, it could be that you are trying to manifest in a new romantic partner, right? But you're like, there's no options. It's because you're trying to manifest from the old Sagittarius. And when I say old, I mean the previous. I should say previous. What the previous Sagittarius wanted in a romantic partner. You're different now. That the type of person that you would want to attract in, 5 or 10 or 20 years ago is not the person that you want to attract in now. So it's kind of like recognizing that. Oh, the reason I don't have any options showing up is because I'm just in this place where I'm not attracting in. I'm trying to stay attracting in what I used to want to attract in, not what this new version of me wants as I move forward. All right, so let's go to the tarot. We're going to take a look at your present energy. So there is this energy where, you have this energy of you've known for perhaps your whole entire life that there was this fated romance, this fated successful business, this fated venture that you were going to take, okay? And it's almost as if it's not that you're not, okay, still going to have this romance, this successful business, or this adventure. I feel what is changing is the type of romance, right? Or the type of person that you have in a romantic connection, or the type of business that you have, or the type of the adventure. It's not that you're changing the whole list. It's that you're changing, okay, the details of the list of the things that you are trying to bring into fruition. Because it's almost as if you're trying to control how it comes in, what it looks like. And yet at the same time, you're having this difficulty. You can't, you're struggling because you're not having those options, those situations, those people coming onto your path. Everything is very narrow at this time. The reason is because the divine wants you to take a look at, okay, you want a romantic partner, but you could still be trying to manifest in a romantic partner that would have been for the previous Sagittarius instead of the future Sagittarius. Because underneath, we have the Devil, we have the 9 of Wands, the Wounded Warrior card, being really truthful with yourself that you're changing, you have changed. The Death card is all about transformations, ending one cycle and starting a new cycle. So if this is resonating with you, it's about taking a look at, what have you ended? It's about understanding you have transformed. You are stepping into a new version of yourself. So when you're trying to manifest in a romantic partner, it's understanding, okay, I'm a different person, so I am going to want to attract in a different person than my previous self. So let's take a look at your area of resistance or your obstacle. Yeah, you're in between, you're between worlds, and that is very difficult. This is your previous self. This is your future self. You're just kind of stuck in between. And then you have community and you have the Lover's card. I feel like a lot of the people in your life, you may be looking at them in a different way, saying, wow, what did I see in them, right? Or why was I drawn to that person? You could be attracting in new people and you're kind of like, wow, they're so different than the type of people that I used to hang out with. And you could be a little bit confused. Why is this happening? Well, the reason that it's happening is because you have ascended to a higher level. So you're attracting in other people that are at this new level. It's kind of like, I feel like you have to embrace that energy, right? Embrace that you have changed. So the people in your life, what you're seeing in the people in your life, the type of people that you're being attracted to is also changing. Yes. Oh my goodness. So you have the Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Cups. Very much I feel like there is somebody that may have been in your vicinity with the community card. Somebody you work with, somebody that lives in your neighborhood, somebody who goes to the same gym or the grocery store or whatever, right? And it's a little bit like, I feel like they've been noticing how you have changed. It could be that you are literally dressing differently. You literally look different than you used to. A lot of times when we ascend, that does happen. And it's almost as if they are noticing you and wanting to come in, right? Their emotions are stable. They've mastered their emotions. They want to have emotional connection with you. And I also feel like they're coming in wanting to also, share love, share their, if it's not a romantic partner, I feel like it's somebody that wants to share friendship, companionship, right? Perhaps a business partner, somebody that sees you for who you are, this newer version of yourself. So let's take a look at advice from Spirit. Yeah, thinking woman. I feel like you really are. You're trying to create this new world, but you're doing it in a thinking way. You're doing it in the 3D way instead of allowing, right, your 5D version of yourself to make these changes. Is very much that Sagittarian temperance energy, allowing things to come and go as they need to at this time until you are finally to this next level. Understanding that through this process, there could be people or situations that are changing. And it's okay because there are new people and situations that want to come onto your path. The more that you try to control it, the less options you will have available to yourself. Because it's almost as if your 5D version of yourself is, resonating at one vibration, and your 3D version of yourself is resonating at another. It's about allowing those changes in your reality, okay, in your 3D world, to go ahead and change so that your 3D version of yourself can also ascend to this higher vibration. And it does take time. Understanding that does take time, to go from one level to the next does take time. And really having that temperance energy, that Sagittarian energy of allowing things to come and go as necessary at this time will help that flow a lot. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, look at this. And then you have all pentacles. So you have the 7 of Pentacles. I think you've been spending some time thinking about what it is that you want to keep from your previous self, right? And what it is that you want to take forward. But it's like cleaning out your closet. It's decluttering your heart. What no longer is fitting this new Sagittarius. And then, kind of like working on it. 7 + 1 is 8. Working on what it is that you want to attract as this new version of yourself. And then the King of Pentacles, being very grounded in this energy, right? Being responsible, understanding that you are also attracting in other people, situations that are grounded for this newer version of yourself. All right, well, Sag, let's pull a soul truth card for you to finish this out. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. So let's see what we have here. How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? It really is about, I feel like when we ascend like this, we really have to, give ourselves a lot of self-love and compassion, because it can be emotionally kind of an upheaval, because we're not having that same connection that we've had previously to people, situations, relationships, things that are in our life. It's kind of like going into your closet and going, why did I ever buy this? You know, oh, this has to go. You know, it's that type of energy. I feel like you're having that type of energy with some of the connections in your life, or some of the dreams, the aspirations, the goals that you've had in your life. You're kind of like, why was that ever important to me? You don't have to really, you know, it's not like trying to figure it out. It's just recognizing that you are vibrating at a higher level. So what was important to you at one time just really isn't important to you anymore. And it won't be everything, right? But those things that you're not feeling that connection to anymore, it's time to allow them to leave. Because there are other things that want to come in that are so much more fulfilling, for much more abundant, joyful for you. So let's see, if your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. And you know, they have 10 things. I'll put it up there, so if you want to take a snapshot. But you know, I feel like the biggest thing is let go of what you cannot control. This is not something that you can control, right? It can be a little scary when we can't control this in-between phase, when we're kind of like, oh, but that was really important to me. I don't understand. I want to keep that in my life. But you're not feeling the jive with it anymore, right? It's about understanding that's okay. You can let it go. They're saying like a stuffed animal, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you've had this stuffed animal since you were 2 and now you're 10 and you're kind of like, why did I ever even like that thing? It's so gross, you know. It's not maybe quite that, but it's something like that, you know, where you're just recognizing, why did I want that? Why was it important to me? It doesn't really matter. The whole thing here, the message is you have ascended. Don't worry about the fact. I feel like for some of you, you're overthinking it. You're kind of like, why am I not jiving with so many things in my life anymore? You're ascending. You're becoming a newer version of yourself. And because of that, the people, the situations in your life are just not as, you know, heart-driven for you anymore. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you so much love and light. Please be kind and gentle with yourself as you're going through this, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.